Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing this Mighty M.LK shake. So yes, as you can probably tell, it is actually M.LK, basically to represent that this is actually not milk, or it hasn't got milk in this supposed milkshake. Interesting concept, we'll get to that in just a second. Anyways, so let's give you guys a full 360 of the carton. So again, we have this kind of weird Tetra Pak carton design where it's all sealed up and all covered in this kind of waxy stuff. So yeah, not often they kind of put drinks in these cartons, but it's becoming a bit more common these days. But anyway, so we have quite an okay packaging. So we have quite an artistic kind of fonty packaging, lots of like little artwork, lots of lines and bits and bobs going around the carton. So it does look fairly cool. We've got some more facts down the side, some other facts and figures on the side as well, and then just a bunch of ingredients on the back. On the bottom we've got nothing, and on the top we've got the white cap, which is a screw. Yeah, but most of the bottle is purple, as you can see, with just a little bit white on the top and white on the bottom as well. So anyways, let's take a close look at the packaging. So at the top it says not milk, and this is chocolate flavour. Mighty M.LK shake, free from dairy, nuts and soy, and 6 grams of plant protein. So, and it says on the side there where the other stuff is, 35% less sugar than other flavoured milk. 100% vegan, source of vitamin B, D, B12 and iodine, made with raw cocoa and high in calcium. And reading on the other side, we've got source of vitamin D, B12 and iodine, good for gut health, and source of protein. So yes, we already know that. A great visual idea, so obviously sounds like it's made in England. So I said the sugar content is per 100 ml, 4.9 grams, and this is a 330 ml carton, so you're roughly going to be getting around 16, 17 grams of sugar in the entire carton. Apart from that, yeah, it's just basically a non-milkshake with chocolate, so it should be interesting. So it's nice and cold. I'm going to give it a nice good shake, and then we're going to pour it into my Zesty Lime Studios cup and see how it tastes. I'm getting more impressed these days by how well some of these are becoming. Some of them are still atrocious and just completely disgusting and vile, but some of these, you know, do really surprise me these days. So I've got high hopes for this one. So I've given it a good shake. It's nice and cold. Hopefully it doesn't explode over me. There we go. Right, and the colour is of course going to be brown. Surprise, surprise. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in there. I'm just interested to see the thickness before I pour it all in. So let's just see how much it sticks to the side. Oh, look at that. That seems properly thick. Look at that. That is absolutely sticking to the sides of the cup. That is by no means thin or watery whatsoever. I am, yeah, solidly impressed at how well that is sticking to the side. Wow, impressed with that already. Especially coming from something that hasn't got actually like milk or cream in it to make it thick. I mean, it even looks thick. Yeah, I'm amazed. Now let's pour that all in there, because you know what the thickness is like. Oh, keep going. There we go, put that to one side. So the colour is brown, as I said, as we can see, and it is non-see-through, as you cannot see my face through the drink. So again, the thickness, I know it's a bit fuller this time, but still, yeah, same thickness sticking to the side. Super impressed with that. Right, let's give it a closer smell and see what it smells of. So far, it smells like a normal chocolate milkshake drink. That's it. Just smells like a chocolate milkshake. It smells really nice, actually. So even though it's made with cocoa, they must obviously sub the dairy and the milk for, you know, other things. So really interesting how it does smell. So far you wouldn't even know it's a vegan product. Smells nice, but at the end of the day it's about how it tastes. So nevertheless guys, let's taste some. yeah. So my initial reaction to it is that, to be fair, it is really nice and thick. I will give it that. I'm solidly impressed, properly impressed at how actually thick that is. 100%, kudos for that. It doesn't feel as smooth as I was expecting. It feels a bit rough, whereas if you drink like a Fridgie or Fridge, whatever they call it, something like that, they are super, super smooth. This has got a bit of roughness to it, which necessarily isn't a bad thing as such. It's just when you compare it to like a Fridgie milkshake, when they're super, super smooth, it's like, oh, hang on a minute, this one's a bit gritty, a bit bitty. Is that, is it because it's like that because of, it's vegan? And it may well be, which is understandable, but it's just, yes, a bit bitty, gritty. It's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does taste of chocolate, but again, it's nothing like the chocolate you'd expect in any of the other milkshake drinks. Now, of course, the Yazoos of this world, again, the Fridgies of this world, and the supermarket owned kind of milkshakes and the shaken udder milkshakes of this world, they've generally got a hell of a lot of sugar in them, so they are generally super, super, super sweet. This, even though it has sugar, I think because they haven't got other products to obviously back the drink up, they've had to still keep a reasonable amount of sugar in the drink. Again, 5 grams per 100 ml isn't the end of the world for a milkshake. Like I said, the other brands are generally almost up at 10 grams per 100 ml, which again is double what this is. So just do bear that in mind, when you do pick this up, if you do pick it up, to give it a try. But I think a bit of sugar does help with this particular drink, because I think if it didn't have any sugar at all or was sugar-free, I think it would taste pretty rancid, to be totally honest with you, because there is a flavour lurking there in the background, and I think that is just the fact it hasn't got like milk and cream and stuff in it, whatever, just to give it that actual kind of dairy kick to the drink. And again, that's not a bad or a good thing, but it's just got that flavour lurking there. And again, if it weren't for the sugar kind of not making that flavour as strong as it could be, then you have to kind of willing to accept some of the sugar content in this particular drink. But I'm actually gonna, again, I didn't read the ingredients, but I'm just curious because so they got water, they've got agave syrup, whatever the hell that is, grape juice. Why the hell do you put grape juice in this? Pita protein isolate, rapeseed oil, sunflower oil, fermented pea, corn flour, reduced fat cocoa powder, calcium carbonate. So yeah, it talks about some agave syrup, which again is probably a vegan syrup, and I don't know, it's got grape juice, and then pea protein isolate. So it's got a bit of stuff, but nothing really as such that kind of gives it away, and the fact it's also free from nuts and soy as well. It's not even like a soya milkshake or anything like that, so it's not like they can even use that. So really, for what it is, I am impressed for what it is. But at the end of the day, the Fridge, the Fridgie and the shaken udders and all that, they are still much better. But for what this is, it is solidly impressive and definitely worth picking up and giving it a try, because I will probably finish the rest of this off camera. I said it's okay, but I'm not jumping up and down in joy about it. Yeah, okay. So the question is, how many zesties shall I give this out of 10? I think, in all honesty, probably 5 zesties out of 10, because I'm really 50-50 on it. Would I pick it up again? Well, ultimately no, when you've got, all the other good milkshakes on the shelf, which again, I'm not any sort of vegan or, vegetarian or any label. But again, if you are vegan or vegetarian or something like that, or whatever is vegan, then you probably would pick this up again, because I see and understand how this is probably one of the best drinks to compare to the others. So, just bear that in mind. But yeah, 5 zesties out of 10. Anyways, viewers, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Cry.